Hi guys, welcome to Beauty with Beth. Please remember to subscribe down below. Today we are doing a makeup tutorial along with a hair tutorial. We're going to be doing sort of a get ready with me. I will be going into school earlier today just to make up some hours. I am a cosmetology student. It does get a little tricky. So let's get started. I already have on my foundation. I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in color porcelain. I am very light skinned. With the Beauty Blender, I'll blend that out. And then before I do all that, I use the Professional Matte Rescue. It helps keep my makeup all on my face. Now we're going to be doing a fall night look because I go to school at night. We're going to be using the Claire's eyeshadow palette, which I know isn't high end, but hey, gotta use what we got. And then also the nudes with from Maybelline. I've had this palette for a while. It's a very good palette. I do recommend it. And maybe possibly the Revlon Color Stay makeup, which is green, white, pink, and brown. It's the Sun Sweat palette, and this is the new duos, trios, and quads. It's got you can use it in 13 looks in one palette, 13 styles. Swatches on how-tos at MaybellineEyeshadow.com. But we are going to be first going in with my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Fair Concealer number 15 on my eyes to get my eyeshadow to stay, along with the CoverGirl Pro Primer for eyeshadow in nude with the Tarte Translucent Amazonian Clay Powder. So let's get started. Take these off. Start up my music again if we can get it to turn on. Skip that. Okay. And no, I do not own any of this music. It is all off my phone. The artists are amazing. It's various artists. So I'm gonna use my little mirror. you kind of want to work fast because it's a little sticky, so it keeps the shadow on. So I'm going to take Nude by Maybelline and use this light color right here, right there, and go over my eyelids as like a base. Making sure my brush is clean with a tissue. This is my second attempt. Okay. Now usually I do my foundation last, but since we were doing a video today, I did it first before we started recording. Okay, now wipe off the excess. Now I'm going to take the Claire's palette and use this color right here. It's brownish gold, right there. Claire's palette tends to have a little fallout. We're going to put this color in our crease. Like that. Do the other eye. Like that. Now wipe off the excess again so we don't have colors mixing together. You want to make sure you get the majority of it off, if not all. Then I'm going to take this banana color right here and go above my crease, right below my eyebrow, to keep it that color out of there. It's also going to be as a highlight under my eyebrows. And if you're wondering, I do not fill in my eyebrows or anything. I just leave them unless I just did them, which I didn't. I mean, when I just did them, as in plucking and shaping and all that, I do that every 2 weeks. My eyebrows tend to be very dark because I have dark hair. So we're gonna wipe that off. Now we're gonna take a darker color than what we just used. So we're gonna use this color up here in the Nude palette. It's a little shimmery. And also put that in the crease. Since we're using the blending brush from icing, it's blending the color with the original color that we put in. I tap my brush to get the excess off. I'm gonna go in on my eyelid. Okay, now we're gonna take a purpley color from the Claire's palette and put that in our inner corner, and well, our outer corner, and then use a lighter purple color on the inner with a little shimmer. And the shimmer, we'll be using the Volturi Twilight one. It's called Labyrinth Lover. It's a very shimmery color. I usually don't use this one. I usually use the Wet n Wild loose pigment, but the loose pigment kind of gets everywhere and it doesn't really stay that great. I haven't used this one in a while, so let me see how it works. And I'll give you guys an update. So we're going to take this color right here and put that in our outer corner. You want to try not to use a lot to get a lot of fallout, and you don't want it to get too dark in your crease area. You want to try and keep this haloed out. One is more haloed out than the other. I do not know why. Mine is just complicated. Now you want to wipe that off because it's a very dark color. You want to make sure you get that all off your brush. Then you're going to take, I'm taking this purple color right here. Certainly really not doing it justice. Kind of looks like they're all dark colors. It's the purple next to the black shimmer. Ooh. I don't think it has a name. No, Colors doesn't give their colors names. So we're gonna make a color with my computer. Like that off later. So you take this color and you're gonna go in your inner. Now it looks a lot darker than I wanted it, but see if the shimmer can boost it a little bit. But we will be putting a highlight in the inner corners near your tear ducts right here. We'll be using this white color in the color palette. Now we're gonna take the eyeshadow brush from Icing and using this brush. Gonna open this and use what's on the top and what's in a little bit of what's in the pan itself, and we're just gonna put it on our lid. See, I see with shimmers, it helps to have an eyeshadow down first and then go in with it. It's still very dark, but I think we can lighten it up a little bit with our what we're going to do underneath. We have to layer it a lot, but you can't really see it in the camera. Kind of looks like I just put like brown all over my eyes. I will be taking a picture with my phone and then posting it at the end of the video so you guys can see better, or even at the beginning of the video. Now we're gonna wipe off this and go in with the, let's see if I can get it all out. I'm gonna have to use a different brush, hoping not. Alright, even a little purple is okay. So we're gonna take, I'm gonna put the, we're gonna take that first brown shade we used from the Claire's palette and do our under eye. Well, first, there's a lot of fallout here, so let me take a makeup wipe and wipe that off because there's a lot of fallout. Ow, I just got into my eyeball. I use the Clean and Clear Makeup Dissolving Facial Cleansing Wipes. So it's a good thing I hadn't done my under eye concealer yet. But I will have to redo the foundation on the side of my face. Okay. Now you can see where the foundation was and where it wasn't. It'll help lighten it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm only gonna take my concealer and go back under my eyes before we go ahead and finish up the eye look. I make a triangle under my eye like that. And then I'll go in where I took the concealer off and just, took the foundation off and just blend it in a little bit. Because then you're not putting a ton of makeup back on your face. Take the beauty blender. Try not to get it in your eye. I have done that. That hurts. And then to the other side. Go under. Here we go. And then we're going to take the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay translucent powder and go like this. And then we go on the eye. like to make sure you really get wherever that concealer touched, because with my eyes anyway, it will come back to haunt me. It kind of just starts drooping. Now we're gonna let that sit for a minute and do the rest of our face. We'll be using this palette right here from Sephora, the palette Contour Visage. It's the face palette, contour face palette. It's got the banana shade, the pink shade, darker contours and bronzers. I only use this palette shade for contour, and for contouring I use goes there. And for contouring brush, this is my blush brush. It's technically a blending brush, but I use it for my blush, which will be using the Bella Twilight palette, Illumina Light, with this pink, and we'll be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rainbow Highlight, the Everlasting Glow. For our highlight, I will be right back. Let's get my blush. Back. I use, I didn't mean my blush brush, I already have it. This is my contour brush. It's it's the angled blush brush. I just take it in to the contour and go in on my cheeks. Like that. And then I'll take the tissue, flip it around, take the excess off, and then go under with the light pink shade. And do underneath that. Right under where I just contoured. Then I'm going to take the contouring shade again and go under my chin and my jaw. Then again, go in my hairline. Now with my blush brush, I'll take my blush and this and go in with my blush and blend everything in my contour. There we go. I even forgot my eyeliner in the drawer. So we'll go back and do that in a minute. But first, we're gonna take off our baking, which I'm gonna take my expert powder brush from icing and go under and out, under, out. Take off the excess that didn't bake on. Now with my Tarte powder, I'm gonna take it and put it around my nose because that tends to crease. The foundation tends to crease, and right on my chin. And in my forehead area. There we go. Now we're gonna do our highlight last and our lips last. So we're gonna go in with that palette again from Clears. And do our under eye shadow, I should say, with that brown. If I can get it. There we go. Now we're gonna use a black eyeliner underneath and a purple on top with a wing to bring out the purple that we did in our inner corner. Now we're going to take the very clear white, well, it's not really clear, very shimmery white of our Claire's palette, and go into our tear duct area to give us the shimmer in our inner corner. No, you want to blend that in to the top so it doesn't look too crazy. And then go like that. I got some of that in my eye. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna do the purple since we have that under now the eyeshadow underneath, and I'm gonna grab black my eyeliner. Now we're gonna take the purple. This is a purple from Liquid Liner Beauty Treats. Had this one for a while. It's a liquid eyeliner, so you want to kind of be careful with it when applying. we go. I'm gonna do the other eye. Alright. Purple eyeliner done. Now, for the rest of my face, we're gonna do the. I'm not getting it. Oh, there. Okay. Now we're gonna do the lips with my Sephora. And it's the color. Hold on. Can't see with my glasses. Alright. 38. It's, let's swatch it for you. It's a matte. Now, oh, let me wipe that off. Sephora's colors tend to, well, Sephora's the piece tend to take a bit to come off, so they're pretty good. I like them. They're very matte. I sometimes will use um an HD like a lip gloss to give it some glitter if I'm going for that, but today I'm not. So before we do that, let's do the highlight. I'm going to take this highlight from Wet n Wild and go in on my face. I use this brush from Claire's. I'm just going in underneath my eye. On the side of my eyes. And then on my forehead a little. And on my cupid's bow. And on my nose. And then like that. You can go is with the Wet n Wild highlight, you wanna build it if you don't have Fix Plus like I don't. I eventually want to get Fix Plus from MAC. And then blend it up because you want to be able to see your highlights, but you don't want it too crazy. Now, we'll do the lips since we're done with the highlight. Now I'll be putting a photo in as the makeup. I'll probably put in a couple photos at the end of the video along with our hair. So I can get to it today in this recording anyway. So we're going to take a lip brush and do the lining of our lip. Now I tend to mess up my lip liner like I just did, but it's easy to fix and blend out so it doesn't look like you messed it up. Now, usually for school, I just do eyeliner and lip gloss or lipstick, but I wanted it to look a little different. Okay. Now my cupid's bow looks a little pointy, but I can fix that with the leftover highlight. Like that. Still looks a little pointy, but that's okay. It's gonna wear down as the day goes on.